again, Norm Norlander here. I'd like to take a look at a really great little fly to start out with. This is called a Carey Special. It's about the easiest fly in the world to tie, and it really works. Now, the Carey Special is thought to represent these large traveling sedges, they call them, caddis flies that we have in British Columbia, Canada, as well as throughout the Northwest here. It's a real nice fly to tie from a standpoint that we only have to use one feather. That's a pheasant feather. Okay, let's start out by putting a rather simple hook in here. This is about a size 8, 3x long. It's a mustad hook. You notice that you set the shank of the hook even with the top of the jaws, so that when we rotate it, this part right here where we're going to be tying is perfectly centered. We're going to start out with our 6/0 thread, and we're going to use some lead on this thing. I'll show you how to do that. First, put down a layer of thread from there down to about the point of the hook. Hang your bobbin out of the way. This is lead wire. It's about 20 thousandths in diameter, and we're going to start by just simply pushing the end through the eye of the hook. Using the vise, you can roll it into position like so. You get down here, pull that straight, it'll break clean. You can use your thumbnail and clip that end off. And then we take our thread and we run it back through the lead like this. That locks the lead into place. Make a couple turns and back here, and it's solid. It's not going to slip. You don't have to worry about gluing it. The feather that we're going to use, which gives this fly its characteristics, is the pheasant feather. This is a Ringneck Pheasant fanny feather. It's right around the base of the tail, and I like these ones with the brown tips on them right here. Those are really nice. So we'll take one, and we're going to use this for the tail. We'll just strip off a few barbs, about like so. Okay. And with the tail, you want it roughly the length of the body. And we'll capture that with a soft loop. Wind it on firmly to the back. So you'll end up right about where the barb would be. Okay? You can trim those ends off there. It's not terribly critical, really. Now, for the body, we can use a variety of materials. One of the simplest that's often overlooked is chenille. This is a kind of a brown chenille. It's got a little bit of an olive cast to it. And we'll tie this in right back here. Very, very simple. Run your thread forward out of the way. Now, using your Norvise, you can take and just roll that on. It couldn't be easier, guys. How's that? And again, bobbin just come right back up, and we can tie off our chenille. Okay. You might secure that with a half hitch. We'll clip this off. Now the hackle, it's a soft hackle. Again, we're going to use one of these brown pheasant fanny feathers. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Pheasant fanny feather. Okay. Oh, there's a beauty. Now, being a soft hackle, we want to tie it in by the tips. So we're going to preen this back just a little bit, about like so. And the trick with this is to keep it quite sparse. Don't want to do too much. Okay, so we'll tie in the tip about like this. And come in and clip that off. Bobbing out of the way. Now, I'm going to manually wrap this on because I want to be able to preen back these hackle barbs like we would for a soft hackle, traditional wet fly technique. So each time you go around, you fold those hackle barbs back, like so, about 3 or 4 turns. Again, keep it sparse. That's what makes this thing work. Oops, got a couple loose ones there. Come in around the quill couple times, nice and firm, and we can reach up there. It looks like a wretched mess right now, but hang on. A neat trick, guys, is on your bobbin we have a little piece of rubber tubing right here. We're going to use that as a hackle guard. So you push this over the head of the fly, And that'll pin those hackle barbs back out of the way. Isn't that neat? Now you can half hitch to start your head. Come in like so with a whip finish. Little dab of head cement and you're good to go. When you get through, you just keep that that little hackle guard, just leave it on your bobbin. That's a good place to keep it. It's not in the way. And trim that off. Those little rascals really work, guys. Give it a shot. I think you'll like them.